you go for entertainment? For the hottest topics on television, from sports and fitness to fashion and love, there's only one place to be: Platinum Air TV.
I'm Carmine. I'm going to cut to the chase and give it to you straight.
And I'm Joe. I'm the #1 sports handicapper on the planet, and I know everything there is to know.
If you're in it to win it, we've got exclusive inside information.
And if you want to be a millionaire like me, don't blink, because you might miss something.
Welcome to Uncensored Sports and Gambling. I'm Carmine the Hardline.
And I'm Joe DAmico.
We're going to give you the hottest news in sports, in gambling. We're going to give you information about what's going on behind the scenes and our winning predictions. Let's get started, Joe. Batter Up is our first segment. All right, Joe, let's get started on what's going on in the fastest growing sports town, Las Vegas. It's evident when you go down 15 South on your right across from Mandalay Bay, they're building the Las Vegas Raiders Stadium. It's building 24/7, and I tell you, it's exciting. You can see the progress going on. It's going to seat 65,000 people, 8 home games. That puts a little over 500,000 people in Las Vegas in the fall and winter months. I'm excited about it. They hired John Gruden. Joe, he's a no bullshit coach. I know you had a problem with the players that they have on the team now with their off the field problems.
No, I'll tell you what my problems are. I am an advocate for everything Las Vegas. Anything that benefits Las Vegas or Las Vegans, I am all for. However, if I had a choice between the San Diego Chargers and the Raiders, there was no doubt I would take the Chargers. They have a very, very bad following. A. B, I'm going to tell you right now, Gruden is not a no bullshit guy. He inherited a winning team in Tampa Bay. He never built a team. He's a sub 500 coach for his whole career. All right, I don't have a problem with it. I do have a problem with the fact that this is a tourist town, and I'm all for everything that benefits Las Vegas, and they're bringing the biggest bunch of criminals to Las Vegas.
You may be right, Joe, but it's going to be a new generation of Raider fans. I hear you on that. Gruden won a Super Bowl in 2003. I think he can bring a championship team to our town. Also, we're going to get a Super Bowl soon here in our new stadium. People say it's 2 years away. It's not. It's 18 months. Joe, let's talk about the hottest ticket in town right now, and that's the Las Vegas Golden Knights. There are the Golden Knights.
I'm only going to talk about men's sports.
They are 73-41. They are in first place in the Western Division.
Yes, they're off to the best start in expansion team history in NHL, but I'm going to tell you right now, NHL is still the redheaded stepchild of the 4 major sports. They have the worst TV ratings, period. They have the worst everything, and I'm going to tell you right now, the Golden Knights, and I am an advocate for everything Vegas. However, Carmine, they had technically the simplest and easiest schedule because they were an expansion team, and they had a very simple schedule. They had 3 days off between away games. They started to lose a little bit the last 2 weeks.
They did.
When it gets to the postseason, everything changes. I'm all for the Vegas Golden Knights, but I'm going to tell you right now, I think an NHL trophy is a little ways away.
I'll tell you what I really like about them is I'm from Baltimore. When I go home for Thanksgiving and I see all the fans wearing the Ravens hats, the Ravens jerseys. It gives that sense of unity. It's come to Vegas, and I love it. You go out, you see everybody wearing the hats, the jerseys, just like it is. We're pulling for one team. We never had that before. I was at a restaurant the other night. Manager comes over, hey, how's your dinner? He's got a little Golden Knight lapel on.
You still going to Denny's, telling them it's your birthday?
I'm telling you, it is fun to have the pull for one team, and I like it.
No, it is, and that's what I love about sports. It does bring a feeling of community here, anywhere. And that's why I love sports. You know, people are rooting, people get to know each other. However, I'm going to tell you right now, Las Vegas and Las Vegans are very fickle. All right? You don't even hear about the Rebels anymore. We have access to the best football. I'll tell you what, the best football in town, in the state. Nobody goes. Nobody goes to see baseball at Cashman Field. Why? Because people want winners. This team stops winning, I'm going to tell you right now, it'll be a bigger ghost town than the old silver mines up in Nevada.
Well, right now it's a great venue. You stay on the Strip, catch a game. They got a nightclub in there. I love it. I want to move over to the next one. And Joe, let me finish on this. The Las Vegas Aces are a WNBA team, and I love it. They play 34 games. 17 games are going to be at the MGM Arena.
Listen. Carmine, I love you. Carmine, I love you. God bless your heart. But to quote the great Tom Hanks in A League of Their Own, women aren't what you play with during the game, they're what you play with afterwards. Right. Woman, female, I think, listen, God did not trust men to carry or give birth. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you that right now off the bat, listeners, I think equal rights across the board, and I think there are things women can do that men can never do. And God did not trust them to carry or give birth. But I'll tell you right now, I'd rather watch the chemistry experiment than watch the WNBA. It is a joke.
Here's what's not a joke, and it's women's sports trending up. I like watching the UFC fights, women better than the guys. The hockey team, the women won the U.S. gold in hockey. That was exciting for me. They're trending up. I think it's worth at least going to one of the games.
If it wasn't for men's, there wouldn't be a female athletics, all right? Men's athletics in the collegiate levels fund the female sports. It's a fact. You can't argue. Right. And I'll tell you what right now. You tell me about WNBA ratings. Tell me about how good their ratings are.
I didn't think you were going to agree with me on that, but I got to mention what else is going on, and that is the Las Vegas Lights. We've got a professional soccer team in town, Joe. They're playing at Cashman Field. Soccer is an international sport, and everyone's played it. I know you hate it. I'm going to move on to the next one.
Wait a minute. Whoa. I like anything that's good for Las Vegas, and Las Vegas, as I said before, I love this town. It's the greatest city in the world, but I'll tell you right now, you did say it is an international sport. This isn't an international city. This is Las Vegas, and we want our American sports here. I hope it takes off, guys. But I'll tell you right now, the people that are going to go to these games are going to pay the ticket prices. Ain't going to happen.
Joe, I got to talk about what's going on in Summerlin. The Las Vegas ballpark at Summerlin is home for the 51s. It's our AAA team for the Mets.
I was just at Big League Weekend watching the Indians and the Cubs. I watched the Indians thrash the Cubs. Go American League. Go on, Carl.
Joe, it's a $150 million stadium. What I don't like about it is it only seats 10,000. I think we can fill that stadium. There's a pool behind the home run fence. Over the past 35 years, the 51s have represented the Padres, the Dodgers, the Blue Jays, now the Mets. There's something that I wanted to tell you that it's coming in. The Mets are expected to terminate the contract.
They are expected. They're expected. It's not final yet.
So we got a great stadium. And here's why I really want to mention that Las Vegas team is because it's an alternative to Major League Baseball. Major League Baseball, the salaries, I don't want to get too much into it. The Yankees are $228 million salary.
They don't have the highest salary in the league.
The Dodgers are right behind them at $216 million. You can't afford to go to a Major League game. That's why it's a nice alternative.
Maybe you can't afford it, but us people that win, we can afford it. Us people that actually make a living can afford it, and it's a great day at the park. Even at Cashman Field. I love Cashman Field. No. Let me tell you something. If you're, and yes, some of these salaries are way out of line. I will tell you this: the winning teams can pay the salaries. In New York, and don't tell me it's because it's New York. When the New York Yankees were in 5th place, they still sold tickets through the 80s. I'm going to tell you right now: don't badmouth the Yankees and don't badmouth the baseball and their things.
I got to tell you, if you leveled the playing field, more teams could compete. And you wouldn't have this big difference.
That's like saying
you could take a salary cap. So that's what you need. You need a salary cap.
Okay, so if I play LeBron James one-on-one, but if I get that fucker in a boxing, we're going to bust his head. What difference? Sports and competition is built on one person being better than the next, one team being better than the next. I don't know what level, what playing field?
A salary cap.
Just like if you go to the same nightclub, you don't have any chance of getting the prettier girl than I do.
I disagree.
Of course you disagree. You're not at the girls.
Joe, I'll tell you what right now. Right now, March Madness is heating up. It's a freight train going out of control. you listen to people like Dickie V, they say 10 teams could have won. This year it's 20 different teams that could win, and it's a winner go home, cut dry series. I love it. I loved watching University of Maryland, Baltimore County, my hometown,
And then they
beat
get their asses
Virginia.
whooped in the next round. Listen to me. Winner takes it all here. I'm going to tell you right now, guys. We're in the Sweet 16 as of taping right now. You're not going to see too many surprises. You got 2 number 1s left, 2 number 2s left, a number 3. You'll see a couple of number 1s and number 2s in the finals. Don't worry about that.
Well, the NBA is heating up as well right now, Joe. I love the Houston Rockets, what they're doing. They're my prediction to go deep into the playoffs. I want to talk more, but we got to get into our next segment. Joe, I want to tell our viewers and everyone out there, go to platinumair.tv. It's our website where you can listen live, chat live, and email us your questions. We promise to answer all the questions you have about the show. Our next segment's coming up is Backfield, behind the scenes of the game. Okay. The behind the scenes show, I've got something that.
Listen, stop hitting on me.
Listen, I got something right now that.
I don't go. Listen, I respect your
behind the
lifestyle,
scenes,
but I'm not into
my
it.
sources, and I'm telling you right now, really good sources are telling me, forget about what you're seeing in LA, forget about Los Angeles trying to recruit LeBron James. They got billboard signs. They're trying to recruit him. They're trying to make it real sweet. LeBron James is now going to the Houston Rockets. This is what my sources are telling me. This is what's going to happen. They're going to create a dynasty just like the Warriors did. His contract's up this year. Okay. So he'll be on the team. He's going to be a new powerhouse. It's going to be incredible. I'm telling you right now, LeBron James has been in the league for 15 years. What is he going to go to LA and do nothing for the next 2? They're not going to win a championship in 2.
He still needs a major market. He wants a major market. He did a lot for Cleveland, the city of Cleveland. I will tell you this, as we're talking about NBA, there are 3 teams in the East. There's Toronto, there's Boston, and do not count out Cleveland. Even though that team is not playing as what people are normally used to, I will tell you this, do not count them out. LeBron James is one of the 2 best players in the NBA, Kevin Durant being the other one, arguably one of the 2 best. And in the West, there's 3 teams. There is Houston, there is Golden State, and there is, in fact, San Antonio. Do not count San Antonio. Greg Popovich has been resting his players the entire season so they can be ready for the postseason. Don't count them out, but don't also count out. And I know you want to say something about the Warriors and injuries. They're about as injured as, trust me,
I know they're resting. I know they're resting. The first thing is true. He's going there. That's definitely going to happen. Joe, my hair is real, and you're jealous of it because you don't have any.
It's just, I can see where they stapled in.
You stapled in. Anytime you want to.
Are those extensions?
I'll tell you, anytime you want to pull on it, you can, Joe. All right.
Again,
here we go. I got to. I got to get through this segment.
Stop asking.
I got to get through this segment. About 2 weeks ago, Odell Beckham was in Paris. And there's a video that's been released.
There's a brain surgeon.
So Laura Senzi, she's an aspiring French model. She goes on Snapchat. She films about a 10-minute segment. She's in the room.
Carmine, were you in the room with them?
Listen.
Were you in the room with them? Where were you when LeBron?
Listen to me. I got a minute. I got to get through this segment. I got to get through this segment.
I want to tell you something.
She's
in the room. What Odell Beckham does.
I'm going to give you the breaking news on it if you give me a minute.
It
looks like he was either doing lines or he was smoking weed in the room. If you listen to the sports announcers, Stephen A. Smith, if you're listening to Chris Carter, here's what happened.
If they tested every NBA player for weed, you would have 3 guys from Lithuania playing.
I got a minute to get through this segment.
Go ahead, get through the segment.
Here's what's happening. From what my sources are telling me, because of his off-the-field antics,
kind of stuff
because of his infield
what is that?
Antics. What's going to happen is
you guys that are listening
the Giants are looking to
a show. He's got the prettiest hair I've ever seen. Go on.
The Giants are looking to move Odell Beckham. It's going to happen on draft day.
Nobody wants him. Who's going to take him? He's a headache.
I got it right here. The Cardinals, the Texans, the Ravens, in that order, are all lining up to pick up Odell Beckham. He's a headache, and he gets a fresh start.
A fresh start to what? To rape and pillage?
I'm telling you right now.
These are what my sources are telling me. He's not allowed near a single school zone.
I'm telling you, Joe, I get these sources.
I'll tell you what, do you have kids? Would you let him babysit your kids?
Nothing to do with the inside information I'm giving you here.
Well, I'm telling you right now.
They're looking to move Odell Beckham. You heard it here first. This is what's happening. The Giants are going to be rebuilding. They're going to get they're going to get great picks for him. you gotta let me finish these statements, Joe, because I'm telling you, these are super important. I am finished now.
Are you finished? Now our listeners,
right.
our listeners want to know one thing. Our listeners want to know one thing, and I think it's a valid question. Are you transitioning man to woman or woman to man? We don't know. I think I want to know.
I hope you cut that out there.
No, we're messing with
that
you.
in there. I don't want
Come
that
on!
in there. I don't want it in there.
He's mad again.
I hope that gets cut out. All right, we're going to get into the top picks right now.
Come on.
I hope they cut that out. All right, here comes the end zone, the plays of the week. Our top picks coming up. All right, here come my top picks, Joe. You'll probably hate them. You might like them.
I don't want to cut you off. I do like your picks. I do want to tell everybody, if you want winning picks, there is one place to go. That's world champion, sports handicapper, and Las Vegas' biggest sports bettor, Joe DAmico. Go to my website, AASIWIS. That's ASIwins.com. Or you can call my toll-free number every day, because I know how much you love my voice. 1-800-563-8854. That's 1-800-JOE. 8864. Call every day. I promise you a winning day. Carmine, go on.
That's beautiful, Joe. I fucking love that. All right, here's what I got in NBA. Here's my top picks in the NBA. I like in the East. I like the Raptors and the Cavs. I think the Raptors come out. In the West, I like the Rockets and the Warriors. I think the Warriors come out. I like the Warriors to be your new NBA champions.
The Warriors to be the new champions?
I'm sorry,E. The Rockets to be the new NBA champions.
That's all right. You made a mistake.
I meant to say the Rockets.
I understand. That's all right. You've made a lot of mistakes here. I'm not going to pick that one. Listen to me, guys. Obviously, the Warriors are the team to beat in the West. Do not count out Houston. Do not count out San Antonio. In the East, Toronto is a very good team.
Yeah, they are.
And their coach is taking a page from Greg Popovich. He's resting some of the stars, but Boston is resting some of their guys too. They're a very physical team, and do not count out LeBron James. He's on the court. They got a chance at the Eastern Conference Final.
I agree, Joe. I agree. He puts a team on his back. Let's go to the Final Four. This is your expertise, Joe, but I'll tell you what I came up with. I'll give you my Final Four right now. Loyola Chicago, Gonzaga, Kansas, and Duke. I got Gonzaga winning it all. There's no drop-off when they put their bench players in. They're remarkable, efficient. They're efficient on defense. They're the most efficient team on defense. It's their year. They got the bigs. I like Gonzaga. That's what I have to say.
There you go. Well, once again, do you have another job besides this?
I do.
Everybody knows I own websites.
I do.
I bet 6 figures to 7 figures on games. What do you do?
I have another job, Joe.
What do you do?
I work on the strip.
You work on the strip.
Yeah.
So in other words, people want winners, they come to Joe DAmico. People want to go to a strip club, that you hand them a card on the strip. Listen to me, guys. I'm going to tell you right now, we've seen some surprises, yes. The Sweet 16 is when we're taping right now, and this is the best matchups there are. But I think with two number twos, and number 3, there's going to be very few surprises. You're going to see some of the best teams go down to the Final Four. I think Villanova will make it, even though they're going to have a hard time with Purdue in the Elite 8. I will tell you, Duke will have a hard time with Syracuse, but they will get it done. They'll go up against Kansas, and they'll beat those meth heads from Kansas. Trust me, there's nothing to do but do meth in Kansas. You ever been to Kansas? That's why all the women are, oh my God, you ever seen them? Anyway, Michigan and Gonzaga will come down to Gonzaga. I think outs it out because they have the experience. And it goes out to Kentucky, who's playing the best basketball of the season with a great head coach, Italian, Carmine. He's Italian. That just don't make him great. He's great on top of being Italian. And I'm going to tell you right now, that's your Final Four. Kentucky, Gonzaga, Villanova, and the Duke. Let's talk baseball real quick.
All right, let's talk baseball real quick. Yeah.
Nothing better than going to a ball game, eating a hot dog, drinking a beer. I was just there with my lady the other day. We went to Big League Weekend, Carmine, and I'll tell you what, it is nothing better than baseball season. We're just a few days away from the earliest baseball season, the earliest opening day in the history of baseball. 7 teams touted to win 90-plus games. American League, you got the Yankees, the Red Sox, the Astros, and the Indians. The National League, you got the Cubs, the Nationals, and the Dodgers. I'm going to tell you right now, no team in the National League has any heart. It'll be an American League World Series champion, I promise you that. Come on, Carmine.
I'll tell you what, Joe. I guess they have the highest payroll. They're going to actually buy the championship.
Buy?
The Yankees, a.k.a. the evil empire. I hate them. I'm from Baltimore. I love the Orioles. I'll never love the Yankees.
Cal Ripken Jr. was the most overrated baseball player that ever lived.
Iron Man. He's an Iron Man.
He's an Iron Man.
I'll tell you something else.
Let me tell you. Listen, your toupee's wilting. It's coming off.
He's jealous. He's bald. I got hair. He's jealous.
Got too much testosterone. All the good-looking women out there know that.
I got to tell you, if the Yankees did not have, if the Yankees didn't have Aaron Judge,
don't count out Houston. They got great young talent, and Cleveland Indians, who have arguably the best pitching in baseball. The Bo Sox are a good team, but just like all the National League teams, they have no heart. I never trust a city that elected the Kennedys or threw all that good tea in a harbor. They also threw the greatest non-Italian baseball player that ever lived off the team. I'm telling you now, Boston, the Yankees, Houston, and Cleveland, and the American League. You'll see Washington, you'll see the Cubs there, but the Cubs got no heart. Oh my God, they'll dog just like they normally do. And the Nationals, the Major League's favorite bride to be. Always a bridesmaid, never a bride.
Listen, I got to tell you, it's not how much money you spend in baseball, it's how wise you spent it. That's what the Astros did. That's how they won the World Series last year. And I think, I'm hoping.
The Astros are a good team.
I'm hoping that
a lot of talent.
A team that none other than the evil empire Yankees win it again this year. Anybody but the Yankees is our philosophy back home, and it's
Let me
true.
tell you something.
Anybody but the
I
Yankees.
always wanted to. I'm a Yankee fan. I do this, objectively. I don't pick up the Yankees to pick the Yankees, but it's not just anybody but the Yankees. As long as the Red Sox don't win, I'm okay with the Yankees not winning. I want you to know that.
We can agree on that.
You're a Red Sox hater too? You mean we're gonna finish? You're gonna finish off this segment agreeing with me?
No, you're right. I still hate the Yankees, and I don't dislike Boston. I don't. They're going to be fine.
He's so cute. He's so adorable. Listeners, he's adorable to work with. We like to have a good time, but I want you to know we were about giving you winners to give you good solid
That's right, Joe. That's right. You're right about that. Absolutely. I would go to Joe's website.
Once again, ASI wins, www.ASIWINS. Go to my 800 number, 1-800-563-8854. Each and every day, recorded message winners.
Listen, he's right. Listen to him. Thank you to Global Sports Foundation, a charity that donates used sports equipment to underprivileged kids and adults all over the world.
And I want to thank Adaptive Sports Access for Wounded Warriors. It is a charity that helps to heal and service men and women by giving access to and to participate in adaptive sports events. Guys, I want to thank you guys for everything you do for us.
All right, don't forget to go to platinumair.tv where you can listen live, chat live, email us your questions. I promise to answer all the questions.
No other sports show out there you can get to as accessibly as us, as Carmine and Joe right here.
Hey, thank you. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on our next show.
And be sure to take some aspirin before the next show, guys.
What?
It's all right.